Hi, I'm Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about PullRite's line of the SuperGlide Fifth Wheel Hitches. Now you can get this in a lot of different variations. We'll be going over that briefly, but the big appeal to this is it's going to be something for those short bed trucks. So when you are making those turns, you don't have to worry about making any contact with the cab. And what's really nice about this is going to be fully automatic, so you don't have to come to the back of your truck, pull a pin, and then make that turn. It just makes that turn automatically. If you do decide to go with this, or if you have any experience with this fifth wheel, let us know how you're using it and what type of trailer you're pairing it up with on a daily basis. Feel free to leave a comment or review, or even take a picture just so we can see how you're using it. Now, the big thing that stands out about this fifth wheel is that it is automatic and how it's going to work. As you can see right there, this pushing back is turning almost 90 degrees. It's relatively smooth, and it's just going to save a lot of time, especially when you compare it to more of a manual style. With those manual style fifth wheels with a slider on it, you're going to have to get out of your truck, pull the lever, get back in, and then you can make that turn. That's just kind of obnoxious. This is going to save you a lot of time comparatively, and just a lot of effort too. Now, when you do decide to go with this, something to keep in mind is how this is going to work, how that trailer is going to turn with this. And the way that works is you actually have to get a capture plate to pair with it. Now, the way that capture plate is going to work is that's going to attach to your pin box and essentially just bind that to the fifth wheel. So when you go to make those turns, it's going to keep everything aligned. Earlier, I also mentioned there's going to be a lot of different variations to these. So starting off, they're going to have different weight capacities. They're going to be one rated for 16, 20, and then upwards to 24,000 pounds. And all of these are going to have different fits for different vehicles. So right now I have this in our Ford with using the OEM prep package, but we're going to have different packages for different vehicles, whether that be GM, Chevy, Ram, or if you want to use industry standard rails, you can even pair it up that way too. I just recommend using our fit guide to find the right one for you. But regardless of which one you go with, they're all going to use the same type of rail system to help this slide into place. And what I like about these rails is it's just easy to maintain. Now, since these are out in the elements, you're going to have to just keep an eye on them, and they might have some resistance with them eventually, but if you're just spraying this with some type of lubricant every now and then, you shouldn't really run into that issue at all. And let's move up from the rails to the jaw now, because that's going to be the first thing you need to worry about when you are hooking up. And basically, you're going to have your kingpin, and it's going to slide into place and activate this trigger at the very front of it. Once that trigger is activated, then the jar is going to start to move, and your kingpin is going to move into place and latch onto it. You can tell it has quite a grab to it, and those jaws are going to be relatively thick, and they're going to fully wrap around the front side of this, keeping this nice and secure. You probably also noticed when I was moving this around, this head has quite a bit of movement, not just front and back, but also side to side. And this is what we're looking for in a fifth wheel, because that's going to give you just better articulation, and it's going to reduce on that chucking, giving you a smoother ride when you're hauling that larger trailer behind you. When it comes to other fifth wheels that you could really compare this to, there's not too many, and the one that comes to mind is going to be the Demco Auto Slide. The reason being is because it's going to be another automatic sliding fifth wheel. The big benefit this has over that is this is going to be much lighter and just easy to manage. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still going to be a very heavy fifth wheel. Anyone that has a slider on it is just going to be heavy. But if you can make that a little bit lighter, especially if you do have that prep package, then it's going to go a long way. Especially since we still can remove the head of this, just removing a pin on either side. And even this is going to help us save a little bit of weight whenever we do need to remove our head to use our truck for truck things. And one last thing that I really appreciate about this fifth wheel is just how easy it is to unhook. So we're going to have this yellow handle. There's going to be make it easier just to spot in general, but it's easy to grab, and a lot of other type of fifth wheels usually have some type of retaining pin, so that can be a little bit difficult to grab, especially if your truck is lifted. And then all you have to do is pull on it, and then that's going to release. You notice my kingpin's still in there. From that point, you just need to pull away because all that's holding it in place right now is just that trigger, and it's going to go in the reverse to let you uncouple. But all in all, I think this is going to be great for a few reasons. One, it's just going to be easy to work with. Two, it's going to be easy to maintain. And three, it's going to be easy to take out compared to other options around. But this is just a look at some of the features of a PullRite's SuperGlide Fifth Wheel Hitches. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.